All right, well, thanks for being here. I appreciate y'all being here. We, wasn't the prettiest of games. I can come up with all the excuses that you want. Played everybody on the team. We had different combinations a lot tonight, probably some that we won't have during the season. Playing in Gregory, a place we've practiced one day, all that. But at the end of the day, I think my biggest disappointment is just our lack of focus and ability to execute offensively. I'm so concerned about our really just a lack of discipline in doing what we want to do and having some patience offensively. We are just we're really quick. I couldn't get my point guards in the first half to do what I wanted to do. In the second half, it was a little bit of everybody. And to shoot the ball 41%, 59 at the free throw line, I mean, that's, it's just, and a lot of it, y'all, is just shot selection more than anything. But we gave up 13 offensive rebounds, and you're going to say, well, Vic, they shot 26%. There's going to be a lot of offensive rebound opportunities, and that may be correct, but I'm afraid the film's going to show that, we weren't focused in our blockouts and putting the body on, and 35 turnovers, which we had 21 at half, so we only forced 14, and then we had 9 turnovers in the second half. We had 6 in the first half, so the film doesn't lie. We'll watch a lot of film and hopefully learn from this. Again, I played a lot of kids, a lot of minutes. We had a lot of different combinations. Deanna didn't play tonight. She's been somebody she's probably our most athletic kid. Probably has been playing as good as anybody inside, and so we'll get her back for Tuesday. And started 3 freshmen tonight. I know y'all will ask me about that. I thought, that was okay. And we probably got some of the jitters out, but at the same time, those same freshmen have got to learn to defend. And I didn't think we were very good on the half court defensively, and if we didn't get a steal out of the press, it was, we really struggled at times. So I give Bo and his team credit. I thought those kids competed all night. They were fearless. They were unfazed. I think last night at A&M got them ready for today, which is great. I wanted their best shot, so we'll grow from it and learn from it, and try to get ready for an opener next Tuesday.
Vic, I'd love to ask about injuries. Deanna, what was her deal tonight, and was Rory banged up there in the second half? Or?
Not really. Deanna's is a non-injury, non-disciplinary personal issue. Let's just kind of leave it at that, okay?
Do you expect to have her back?
Oh, yeah, she'll be in practice tomorrow. She was fine tonight, so it's just something that, we'll just leave it at that, but it's certainly, she's not in any trouble or anything like that. And, again, the film doesn't lie, and I think our freshmen will all see a version of themselves that they'll be shocked to see when they think they're playing really hard, and again, it's not that they're trying not to, they just think they are because that's what they're used to doing in high school, and that ain't it. I mean, it's just, that's not it. So.
Audrey, what was your impression of the youngins and how they played tonight?
I definitely don't think they did what we do in practice, and definitely didn't perform as well as they typically do in practice. I've seen them play a lot harder. So I thought they played well, but I know they can push themselves a little harder.
How ready are you to actually start the season? Now that this exhibition game's out of the way, you guys can start focus on the real games.
What was the question?
How ready are you now to start a season and focus on real games?
Very ready to watch film and learn from this game and learn from the scrimmage and all of that, and just get back at it tomorrow.
You know, I thought Latasha Lattimore played, you know, she hadn't played a year, played half the game tonight and got her feet wet, went 5 out of 10, and, you know, she'll only get better. But she's been out almost a year, you know, so coming off that injury, and then she had you know, she was out about a week ago with an ankle sprain. And so get her back and get her some experience. I mean, she's someone that's long and can help us in a lot of areas, and she can, you know, she can shoot the ball a little bit from range. She's got a pretty shot, so.
I don't know, when you go into an exhibition game like this, do you like have like a sheet of combinations you want to try, or are you kind of feeling stuff as you go? And what kind of went into the combination decisions tonight?
Yeah, I do have a sheet or a thought process. I needed to see some kids play some extended minutes. That maybe didn't get it against UCLA over the weekend. And so I felt like tonight, you know, I really wanted to see that. And then you have foul trouble that you have to navigate through. And so, and again, without Deanna, you know, that believe it or not, because she plays 2 positions, it really screws up my 4-5 position. And I don't want to play her there at the 4, but I started her there tonight. And not that we're not going to do that throughout the course of the year, but I really didn't want to play her there. I wanted to play her on the perimeter because I've got plenty of kids that need experience at 4. I mean, we're really young. I mean, it's not like I'm running out a bunch of veterans out there. We're really young. With Audrey and Joe, that's, you know, Lauren would be the next one, and then after that, we got kids that have only played a year, 2 years, or none. So we're you know, we're really young, and except the kids that have played 2 years were junior college kids. So I mean, I think, you know, again, I'll look at the film, but I don't know that I really expected a whole lot different. Doesn't mean I'm not going to coach them and demand of them in the game and want different, but it's about what I expected, to be honest with you.
So Coach, you ran a 4-court press most of the game. Is this the kind of pressure we can expect from the defense in the regular season?
Yeah, it's just who we are. It's the way we play. It's our style, and you know, we're gonna try to play that as much as we can. We have some depth at guard that we ought to be able to do it fairly effectively throughout the course of the ball game. You know, the 3rd quarter defensively wasn't bad. They scored 6 points. We just couldn't score. I mean, it's like, you know, the old Jekyll and Hyde, and you're looking at them going, what are you doing? And I kept asking them and, you know, and trying to get them to do things the way I wanted them to do. But we had a lot of what I call dead ends tonight offensively. And it's just, there's not a lot of continuity or flow or chemistry. There's a lot of people out there trying to think they can go get 20. And that's not how to impress me. And, you know, Kendall had a good first half offensively, but she struggled defensively. Then she's, you know, so my message is, hey, it's great if you can score, but if you're giving up the same amount of points on the other end, I can't play you on the trade-off, you know. And that's true for anybody. And so you're trying to teach those young ones that this is important. You know, you need to be focused. You don't come across half court, throw the ball back to your point guard and get a back court, and you just stepped on the floor. So again, it's more of a focus, I think, and you're going to have that with young kids until they understand this is it. And Kendall even said it today after shoot-around. She goes, Coach, you know what? And I'm like, what, Kendall? She says, I figured out practices are a lot harder than games around here. And I go, yeah, well, that's the way it's supposed to be. And she was even talking about shoot-around today, you know, that we ain't out there walking around and walking through stuff. So they'll get it, you know. It's just for us, as y'all know, we got to get it sooner than later, because the gauntlet for us is not in February. It is in November and December.
You know, that freshman learning, you know, how to play your style of defense, how to play for you, is that something typically that is picked up in this season, or is that something that most of the time doesn't happen until they're sophomores or juniors?
Unfortunately, sometimes it's both. You know, I don't want it to take till their sophomore year, you know, because they're all gonna play, right? All the 4 of those freshmen are gonna play, and so you don't want it to take real long, but, you know, defense, whether you got a young group or a veteran group, a lot of times it takes a while. That chemistry takes a while. And, you know, it may not come around. Last year it didn't come around till late February. So, you know, I won't make it if it's late February this year. You know, we gotta try to find some type of defensive chemistry long before that, because again, we've got some really tough ball games early. Part of defense is rebounding, y'all. And I know we held them 26% shooting, but we put them on the line 26 times. And, you know, that's just, there's no way that's even close to being acceptable. So we'll get back to work tomorrow. You know, we'll have 3 practices between now and Tuesday when we open. There'll be, I got to give them Saturday off. We have to have 1 more mandated day off in the preseason. So Saturday they'll get off. We'll work out Friday, Sunday, Monday, and play Tuesday. So it's here, you know, season's here, and it's really good to see you in person, not behind some mask on the screen.
Audrey, how much is teaching the freshmen and, you know, getting them up to speed, how much of the responsibility falls on you, falls on Joe, falls on Lauren?
Yeah, I mean, I think as seniors, we know we really have to step into that leadership role, but I think we all see it as a learning experience for us too, and it makes us realize what we're able, like what we're not doing on the court, what we're doing on the court in order to help them. So, you know, you can't really tell someone to do something if you're not doing it yourself. So you can't tell someone you got to play harder if you don't play hard. And I think that's the biggest thing that we're trying to get right now.
You know, teaching that behind the back move that you showed up today.
I think they taught me that one.
Big last one for me, just what are your overall impressions of playing tonight in Gregory, and is that something, I guess, you know, the movie center is obviously opening next year, but is that something we may see down the road more often?
Well, I would have obviously loved to have seen, you know, more people here tonight and seen it loud like I have for some volleyball games. And again, it's what I've been saying. I look forward to the most this year is that our kids, Audrey and Joe and those kids, all of our team being able to play in front of fans. You know, that's what I look forward for them the most. And so, you know, for a guy like me who's been around a long time, obviously Gregory's got some nostalgia to it. You know, Audrey doesn't, I don't know if she was even alive the last time a high school tournament was here, played here, you know, in '77 maybe, before the Drum was built. So, you know, it's certainly a place where lots has happened over time, but, you know, for us, again, we got in here yesterday for 2 hours. It's a different place. I mean, a lot of lines all over the place. You know, it's just it's a little bit difficult, to be honest with you.
I felt dumb trying to figure out where the lines were. I couldn't imagine.
Don't
I know
worry.
they're all smarter than me, but
Yeah,
it looked
don't
up to
worry.
play out there.
So, you know, I did think we did some, you know, we played pretty hard in the press at times. And, you know, Fem had 11 rebounds, you know, 6 offensive, but she's 1 for 6. So we got to work on those stick backs. You know, she's got to work on those, and she had 4 turnovers. But I love the fact she went out and got 11 rebounds, and that's something that we'll really praise her for. And we've got to do a better job rebounding because we were not good tonight on that end. Gave up, like I said, 13 of them, 4 and 3 to 2 different kids. So. But again, you got to give their kids a lot of credit. I just thought they were unfazed.
Anything else?
All right, appreciate
All
y'all.
right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Praise the Lord and hook 'em.